Welcome to the Rested Garden Homestead. Today's video is all about collecting leaves, making your own leaf mold. Now, creating leaf mold is a fungal process. It's not a microbiological process. There's no bacteria, well, there is bacteria involved, not as intense as when you're doing hot composting. Hot composting is layering in greens and browns, you're really heating it up, and you really get the bacteria going. This is a different process, it's fungal. Now you can see right in here is frost. I've had my first frost last night. Fall is a great time to collect leaves and get the process going. And that's basically it. Let me pause there. Because all you need to do to really get leaves to compost, leaf mold started, get the fungal process going is collect the leaves. That's it. A 4x4 foot space set up like this. I have a video, I'll link to that. And I highly recommend running your leaves over with a lawnmower. Shred them up. It'll help speed up the process. As you drop in leaves, the whole key to this is to make sure that they are moist, damp all the way through, and leaves really shed water. It's hard for water to get through all of this. So as you get to here, soak it in. The water, excess water, water will drain out. Put in some more leaves, soak it. By the time you get up to here, everything is nice and moist. The fungal activity will start. Now, if you look closely, you can see some grass mixed in here. You can kind of cheat a little bit, get the grass mixed in. That will feed the biology, heat it up a little bit, help it break down quickly. But this is primarily going to be fungal. Also mixed in here, you'll have all these worms coming up through here, eating the leaves, creating great worm compost. Overall, if you shred them, water it in, add in some grass, this will probably be ready in about a year. Now, 5 months from now, it's October, this may not be perfect, but there'll be some good stuff in there. You can also use this as mulch in the spring. So you can mulch over your beds. This will continue to break down. Worms will eat it. So you have a great resource really at your fingertips. Really, 4x4 foot space, shred up your leaves, pile them in, add water, your leaf mold is started. Now, coming over here, maybe you don't have a ton of space. You can use a trash can, metal, plastic, whatever you want to use. Again, shred them up. There's a little bit of grass mixed in here because I basically, for instance, I can't get the mower in there, I'll have to get the smaller one. But all those leaves are over here. So as you're taking the mower through this, you're cutting up some greens, mostly browns, dropping them into the bin that I just showed you or in this trash can. That grass with the nitrogen will help heat this up a little bit, get the process started. And remember, and you can see it right here, there's some frost on here. Actually, it's frozen. Center of this is at, what is that, 100 degrees. It's warm. The biological process is starting, helping it break down, but the fungal process will take over, and this will just slowly break down over time. This is like the best stuff that you can put in your garden. In the bottom here, there are a lot of holes so that worms can move up and down. Worms are an addition to it. Worms enjoy this kind of cold composting or this fungal process because when you're doing hot composting, it's too hot for the worms. So worms will really love this. They'll help break this down. You'll have castings mixed in there. So there's no real rocket science to it. This is going to be a short video. I just want to encourage you to just set something up just like that. Tuck it away. You know, if this bin gets filled this year, start one right next to it. By the time that second one is filled, this will be ready to go out into the garden wherever you want. You can use it in your containers. You can use it wherever. It doesn't take a lot of room. So it's important to note too that if you're going to add in grass clippings in with the brown leaves, you're not putting in a whole lot. So if it heats up, it's not going to heat up so much that it's going to deter worms, and it's going to be very short-lived. It just gives a little quick boost to the decomposition of your leaves, and then that fungal process takes over. This is essentially what nature does. The trees reach deep into the earth. They pull up all the elements your plants need, micronutrients, everything. The leaves fall, they decay, it gives back. This is just the perfect way to save a ton of money, be truly what organic gardening means. That means taking resources from your immediate area, not going out and buying bag stuff. That's great, but you don't need labels. You can just go use grasses, leaves, everything that you would compost. So you can have the hot composting, which is a separate process, or you can do the fungal process and just collect leaves, let that work, and you'll have something that's called leaf mold loaded with worm castings. Hope you enjoyed the video. This gives you really the motivation just to go out and build a bin for your leaves. Thanks for watching, and please check out my please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com.